And was it specifically the US you had in mind when you said that no country is immune to the degradation of democracy? Because you hear a lot of that rhetoric.
No, I have other countries in mind as well, but I was very specifically at that point thinking about the United States because I was living through it.
Would you think any of that applies here?
I do. I worry about the UK. I worry somewhat less in a way because the checks and the balances are still here. I mean, the party system is more robust. I mean, there's still the ability to remove one's party leader, whereas in the United States, that's not the case. Basically, Donald Trump can't be removed. He's not really the party leader, but there's no way of dislodging him. And the Republican Party is having a really hard time. Look, I know for a fact there are many members of the Republican Party who would like nothing else but to kind of move on and do something different, and they cannot. And the party system in the United States has really degenerated. I mean, on the Democratic side as well, there's so much factionalism, where here there is still some discipline, within it, and there are still some checks and balances within the system, but it's very easy to erode all of those. So I do worry when I read a lot about the limitations on protest and on assembly and some of the policing regulations that, and also, frankly, a lot of the centralisation still of authority. That there needs to be a lot more sort of devolution, away from Westminster back into the rest of the country. That is actually one thing in the United States. The federalism of the system, the kind of still there is a bit of a check and a balance with the states, but of course you're seeing the nationalisation of local politics in the United States in an extraordinarily unhealthy way too. This polarisation between red and blue states, which is, for me, I never expected that in all the time that I've been living there.
I mean, one of the issues we have here is clearly the way the parties choose their leaders and the role of the membership in that, which is sort of causing some interesting...
Yeah, but if you chose them in a kind of a national referendum, which is essentially what happens in the United States, has problems too, there's got to be some kind of happy medium somewhere along there.